If someone told you that your lunch could talk to your DNA, you'd probably ask them to lay off the kombucha. But in the world of epigenetics, that's not far from the truth. Every bite you take, whether it's a kale salad or a bag of cheese puffs, is sending signals to your cells, whispering suggestions to your genes like, hey, maybe don't age so fast today. This molecular conversation doesn't change your genetic code, but it does influence how your genes behave. And that means your biological age, as measured by the trendy and terrifying epigenetic clocks like GrimAge and PhenoAge, is more editable than you might think. At the heart of this lies DNA methylation, the biochemical equivalent of post-it notes stuck to your genome. These markers don't rewrite your DNA, but they do tell it what to do, when to activate, when to stay quiet, and whether to go full drama mode in response to stress. Over time, poor diets and chronic inflammation can create a methylation mess, silencing helpful genes and overactivating the ones that make you age faster, break down muscle, or churn out inflammatory proteins like a malfunctioning factory. But the right nutrients? They can clean house. Let's start with polyphenol, the show-off compounds found in colorful plants, herbs, and even dark chocolate. These aren't just antioxidants, they're gene whisperers. Compounds like resveratrol from grapes and red wine, curcumin from turmeric, and EGSG from green tea have been shown to interact with enzymes that regulate DNA methylation and histone modification. That's right, your green tea is basically a biochemist. Polyphenol can demethylate the bad stuff, like genes involved in inflammation or cancer, and remethylate the good stuff, like tumor suppressor genes. In short, they help polish your epigenetic profile like a spring cleaning for your genome. Then we have fatty acids, especially the aforementioned omega-3s, which are like molecular diplomats negotiating a peaceful truce between your aging cells and their environment. They influence gene expression by interacting with transcription factors and by shaping the fluidity of cell membranes, kind of like making your cellular neighborhoods more walkable and less prone to traffic accidents. Studies show that people with higher levels of EPA and DHA tend to have slower biological aging as measured by DNA methylation clocks. Translation: the fish oil folks are winning the cellular aging race. Now enter the unsung heroes, micronutrients. These include methylation cofactors like vitamin B12, folate, choline, and zinc. They're not flashy, but they're the backstage crew making sure your DNA methylation machinery runs smoothly. Without these nutrients, your methyl groups, those tiny tags that control gene expression, don't get attached properly. It's like trying to stamp library books without any ink. Information still exists, but the system falls apart. Deficiencies in these micronutrients have been linked to accelerated aging and increased risk of chronic diseases, all thanks to sloppy epigenetic regulation. And let's not forget caloric intake itself. Studies on calorie restriction and intermittent fasting have shown promising effects on biological age, likely through changes in nutrient-sensing pathways like mTOR and AMPK, and yep, you guessed it, epigenetic remodeling. In some trials, just modest dietary interventions have resulted in a reduction of biological age by 2 to 3 years in as little as 8 weeks. That's not quite Benjamin Button, but it's still impressive enough to make you reconsider that midnight pizza habit. The best part? This science is still emerging, which means the kitchen might turn out to be the next frontier in anti-aging medicine. Personalized diets, based on your epigenetic profile, could become a reality. Imagine doing a saliva test that tells you your methylation weak points and suggests a customized nutrition plan. You need more cruciferous vegetables and fewer sugary lattes. Oh, and you should really stop skipping breakfast. So, can nutrition rewrite your DNA clock? Not in the sense of turning back time, like a DeLorean. But it can slow the tick-tock of your cellular machinery, adjust the lighting on your gene expression stage, and help you age more like a Zen master than a worn-out cassette tape. With the right mix of colorful plants, healthy fats, essential nutrients, and maybe a little fasting magic, you can start nudging your biological age in the right direction, one forkful at a time. And if you're lucky, your epigenetic clock might even start wondering, wait, are we sure this person isn't younger than we thought?